Welcome to Dopamine Clinic, the place where you'll unlock the secrets of your mind and transform your life. In today's episode, we'll explore the subconscious mind, the hidden force that shapes our beliefs, actions, and ultimate potential. It starts innocent, a scroll, a click, a double tap, a laugh. 5 minutes becomes 20, 20 becomes an hour. You look up, and the sun is down. You've done nothing. You've gone nowhere. But you feel drained. You don't even know what you consumed. But your brain, it's been programmed again. This isn't a phone. This is a leash. And the matrix isn't in some movie. It's in your pocket. They told you smartphones would connect us, that we'd be more free, more informed, more powerful. But you feel the truth, don't you? You're more anxious, more distracted, more overwhelmed, more hollow. You want to focus, but you can't. You want to rest, but you reach for the screen. You didn't choose this. You were conditioned into it. Every swipe, every sound, every notification, all engineered, not for your benefit, but for your captivity. Jace was sharp, top of his class in high school. But by 23, something had changed. He couldn't finish a single book. He couldn't sit through a conversation without checking his screen. He would scroll TikTok for 4 hours and call it rest. He told me, "My thoughts don't feel like mine anymore. They're just reactions." That's when it hit him. He wasn't living. He was consuming, endlessly, mindlessly. And it was breaking him down piece by piece. Let's break this down. You open your phone, not by need, but by habit. Why? Because it's been built using dark psychology principles. Principles used in casinos, cults, and warfare. 1. Variable reward system. You don't get dopamine every time. Sometimes it's a great video, sometimes a boring one. This unpredictability keeps you hooked, just like a slot machine. 2. Infinite scroll equals infinite trap. There's no stopping point, no bottom. Your brain never gets closure, only more stimulation. 3. Hijacking mirror neurons. You see people win, laugh, cry, go viral. Your brain feels it. But you're not living it, you're watching it. That fake reward kills your motivation to go earn real ones. 4. Attention farming. Apps compete to steal your focus. Why? Because you are the product. They sell your attention to advertisers. The more addicted you are, the richer they get. This isn't entertainment. This is mental slavery disguised as convenience. Jace once told me, "I'm tired all the time, but I don't do anything all day." That's not fatigue. That's mental fragmentation. Your brain is constantly switching tabs. TikTok video gives thought. Notification gives emotion. DM gives dopamine. Ad gives insecurity. News headline gives panic. You think you're relaxing. You're actually frying your neural circuits, and worse. You're not even thinking your own thoughts anymore. You're reacting to a stream of algorithm-fed garbage meant to make you angry, make you buy, make you compare, make you feel behind. That's not freedom. That's programming. One night, Jace was watching YouTube Shorts. Hours passed. He looked around his dark room, trash everywhere, half-eaten food, notifications flooding his phone. And he broke. He told me, "I don't even know what I believe in anymore. My mind is just noise." So we did the hard reset. We deleted everything, all of it. TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, Discord, Twitter, YouTube. Everything that was stealing his focus and identity. And for 3 days, he panicked. Not because he missed the content, but because he was finally alone with himself. Jace sat in his room. No noise, no screen, just silence. And it scared him, because for the first time in years, he wasn't being told what to think, feel, want, or fear. He had to create his own thoughts, his own goals, his own narrative, and that silence. It started to become sacred. He wrote, He walked without headphones. He read physical books. He journaled like a madman. The matrix had been unplugged. And what returned? His soul. Day 7. He reinstalled YouTube. Just for one video. That turned into 5. Then 20. He felt it. The drain, the dullness. The fog started creeping back in. He slammed the phone down and whispered, "I was almost free, and I gave it away." That was the turning point. He realized this wasn't a one-time detox. This was war. Most people never wake up. They'll die scrolling. They'll never read another full book. Never build. Never focus. Never create. Because their mind is rented out to apps, corporations, and clickbait. Jace made a choice. He wasn't going to live as a battery for the system. He was going to become something dangerous. A man who can sit in silence, who can think without influence, who can focus 4 hours, who can ignore the noise and build his own signal. It's been 2 weeks since Jace unplugged. No TikTok, no YouTube shorts, no algorithm, no noise. The fog was clearing. The anxiety had faded. The need to check, gone. But now came the hardest part. What do I do with my mind now that I have it back? That's where the real rebuild began. See, when you remove the matrix, your brain doesn't just go quiet. It craves stimulation. If you don't give it the right fuel, it'll crawl back to the trap. So we created a dopamine replacement plan, not to sedate him, but to retrain his reward system. 1. The Powerless Daily Dopamine Rewire. Each day, Jace picked 3 high-friction tasks. Reading 20 pages, 45-minute deep work session. Cold shower, meditation, journaling. For each completed task, he gave himself intentional dopamine. Coffee, music, 20 minutes of leisure. A walk in the sun. Why? Because we had to teach his brain to associate dopamine with effort, not passivity. That's how you reprogram addiction loops, by linking pleasure to creation, not consumption. 2. The no input hour. Every morning, the first hour equals no input. No phone, no news, no messages, just output. Thoughts, stretching, movement, inner check-in. This built a mental fortress before the world could invade. Most people wake up and immediately hand their attention to a screen. Jace stopped that. He reclaimed the first 60 minutes of his day, and everything else followed. Jace committed to 2 hours a day with no stimulation, no music, no podcasts, no screens. Just him and the moment. He took walks, sat outside, drank tea without a phone in hand, let his mind wander. At first, it was uncomfortable, he said. It's like I didn't know how to exist without being entertained. But after a week, something wild happened. His ideas came back, not recycled content, his own thoughts. Original, vivid, creative. That's what silence gives you. The ability to hear yourself again. You want to escape the matrix. Then you must become dangerously focused. Here's how we train Jace's attention. 1. The deep work block. Every day, Jace blocked 90 minutes for one task. No phone, no tabs, no music, just work. The first week was torture. His brain begged for distraction. But by day 10, he could lock in for the full block, reading, building, writing. That's attention. That's power, he said. I used to think I had ADHD. Turns out I just had TikTok poisoning. 2. The mental push-up. Anytime Jace felt the urge to check something randomly, notifications, email, etc., he did 10 push-ups. No exceptions. This built a pain barrier around distraction. His brain learned, every mindless click equals effort. And the urges began to fade. 3. The one-tab rule. Jace set a browser rule. 1 tab open at a time. It forced him to finish one thing before starting another, prioritize, stay fully present. Multitasking is a myth. Focus is a weapon. Now came the final step, making it permanent. Quitting apps isn't enough. You have to become a new person. one who is incompatible with the matrix. So we rewired Jace's self-image. 1. The I am loop. Every day, he wrote 3 truths. I am the kind of man who chooses clarity over chaos. I do not scroll to feel alive, I create. I don't react to life, I build it. It sounds simple, but your identity is programmed through repetition, not logic. You have to brainwash yourself on purpose, or the world will do it for you. 2. The blacklist. Jace wrote down every app that weakened him, every site that triggered old habits, every account that made him feel smaller. He blocked them, deleted them, forever, he said. These apps made me feel like I was falling behind, even when I was growing. That's the trap. The matrix doesn't just distract you, it makes you feel worthless unless you're reacting. He burned the list, literally, because the man he was becoming would never go back. 3 months later, Jace could sit 4 hours in flow state. He was building a business, reading 3 to 4 books a month, sleeping deeper, anxiety gone, mind clear, ideas flooding in. He had peace, not because the world changed, because he stopped giving the world his mind. He stopped reacting and started commanding. If you're still plugged in, here's what I'll tell you. You don't need more motivation. You don't need another YouTube video. You need silence, discomfort, friction, because the only way out of the matrix is to make your attention so strong it can't be hijacked again. Your focus is your life. Guard it like a weapon, because once you reclaim it, you become dangerous. You start reading what others scroll past. You start building what others only watch. You become someone the matrix cannot control. This is Dopamine Clinic. We don't detox. We delete the virus and rebuild from zero. Your mind is yours. Take it back. In a world built to distract you, presence is rebellion.